Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is TX20916, working on the Shoretrooper armor. Got some dirty looking stuff, and I'm getting pretty happy with the way that it's weathering. So I've been employing a couple different techniques. One is just your normal scratching, right? So just getting rid of some of the different colors of paint and just going for a real nice and scratched look. Taking away that top coat and just really just scratching it. I've been using a diamond bladed piece of metal, which actually comes on your normal X-Acto knives. I just took the blade off, and the little diamond thread piece works really well for just kind of scraping pieces up and everything, and that's kind of what I used. But what I wanted to highlight right now is actually another technique of weathering. So now that I got the scratches, well, hey, needs to get a lot less bright. So this is the normal color of the Shoretrooper armor when you first just paint it. There's nothing special on there. And as you can see over here, that is my weathered armor. So I'm going to bring it side by side. Side by side, you can really see the difference in the color. One's really bright, one's a lot less bright, and that's real. This one right here is really the color we're looking to get in the final product. So one method that I really like, that I did on the helmet first before doing a wet wash, is I just take graphite, right? So this is just a little stick of graphite. I actually got this really cool kit, and it has a lot of different colors of stuff, and I've been playing with these different browns and everything, but for weathering. So what you'll do is you'll take your graphite. Let's see if we can do all this one-handed. But what you do is you get a piece of sandpaper and nice fine grit, and you just kind of wear away part of your graphite, right? Now we got all this graphite dust on there, right? And then this is just a smudging stick. You can get them at Hobby Lobby or any craft store, like Michael's Hobby Lobby. I'm not a big fan of, but any craft store you can get these. They're relatively cheap. Get a big old pack of them for like $5. Use a 40% off coupon, and you're only spending like $2 on it, whatever. But what you do is you take your smudging stick, and you just kind of rub it into the, give it a little turn. You rub it in that dust that you just created, and these smudging sticks pick up all that color really, really well. And so what you do is you just kind of go onto your armor and just give it a little, you can see like that, it's almost like you're coloring on it with a pencil. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to rub that in. And you can see just right there, I haven't really done much. I mean, that was like 2 seconds worth of work. It just gets a lot darker, and it gives it that kind of almost burny, kind of really weathered look that I'm going for. And you really just kind of just get in there, just kind of get in there, smudge everything around, and it's going to dull out your colors a lot, which is what you want, because we're going for a matte finish at the end, right? And it really gives it that dingy look. I mean, you can just notice the difference in just the color right here. And I'm just going to do this segment so I can show you the next technique that I like to use on it. So let's get this real good, real quick. We're just going to smudge that all in. Your hands will get pretty gnarly. So, and one thing you do have to kind of worry about is fingerprints. So obviously, oh, there's one right there. Bam! Look at that giant fingerprint. When you're with your fingers being so heavily coated in graphite, fingerprints do come out pretty easily. All you have to do is just kind of work it in, and that one came out pretty well. I might try and work that a little bit later. But that's the first technique. So what I do is I go over the whole armor with the graphite and a little smudging stick, and it doesn't take too much time. I might start to do a little bit of the browns and stuff. I'm not really too sure yet. Let's try that on video real quick. Got a little bit of, I need some more brown. So I get my brown. I don't know what this is. It's not graphite, but it came in this kit. And see, we got some brown, and I'm just gonna kind of smudge it in. And yeah, I mean, I wonder if I can get the actual how that looks. Oh, there we go. So we can see it just, we get a little bit of brown in there. We're just going to kind of smudge that in, and that just kind of gives it a little bit different color on the dirt, and you can really kind of work that in. I'm guessing I'll probably do a little more browns in here and stuff, just to kind of give it that dirty look I'm going for. Let's see if I can focus this again. All right, so we got all that. Now what I'm going to demonstrate is the next technique that I have, which is just taking a little bit of Windex or your general blue glass cleaner. It has to be the ammonia kind. I don't know if I can get that, but it says ammonia. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a water-soluble paint. So right here, I just have some coffee bean brown. That's what I'm using. You can probably do whatever. This is just what I happen to have for some of the models that I paint. And this was the brown that I wanted to use. So it's water soluble. And what you do is you take your cleaner, your blue cleaner right there. I got these little bottles for like 60 cents at King Soopers, and you put some of the cleaner in the bottle. And then you just put some brown paint in the bottle. You can kind of play around. I don't really know what the concentration is. Just play with it and see what you like. And so once you have that in your little spray bottle, I mean, you can do this with sponges too, and I'll show you that in a minute. But what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of spray that onto the armor. It's going to drip a little bit. That's fine. I take a little crappy rag. And I just blot it. And really the light doesn't do this justice, but you can really see how it's really bringing out all of the different scratches and the dirt and everything. And so one cool thing about this is that even if it dries and you're not happy with it, all you need until you seal it, right, is just a little bit more of the Windex stuff. So I have a little bit of Windex in here with some brown paint if I wanted like even dirtier spots. So I'll do that so you can see how brown that is and everything. And if this dries and I really just don't like the way that it looks, I can just take a little bit more of the cleaner and it'll come right off. But the way I'm going to do this, see all those bubbles and everything, we're just going to blot that off. And we can really see right there where it's giving it this just dingy kind of, I mean, beat it up. You can try different techniques, different rags, sponges, whatever have you. To really just kind of give it this weathered, kind of natural weathering look. So let's see if I can focus well. So you can see the difference. That didn't take us very long to do, but we have a huge difference in between this section and this section. This is the base color, and this is just with a little bit of weathering. You can let it dry and kind of go back over it. Maybe if you want to give it a little spritzer. I need to fill this up more because it's not working very well. Give it some more dabs, kind of layer on those colors. You can try different colors. So you could maybe, if you want a little more black, just get some black paint and do the same thing with this. Or, like I said, I put the paint over here on the side, and then some of the glass cleaner in the center. So what I can do is I can just do a little bit of dabbing on the side, go into here, get it all nice and ammonia-y, because that's really what's breaking down all that paint. And making it a little less viscous, and then just going over it like that, right? And I've doing all of these techniques have really, I think helped a lot. So anyways, if you guys have any questions or anything, shoot me a comment and I'll try and help you out. Thanks.